This is a big change.
A major cut to immigration, reducing permanent immigration levels by at least 20%.
A new string of measures to clamp down on temporary immigrants.
That means a decrease in international students, temporary foreign workers.
Canada's new immigration plan is straightforward. Lower the number of new immigrants coming into Canada, both temporary and permanent.
What Justin Trudeau has isn't a plan, it's a capitulation to the Conservatives. He's not lowering the number of new immigrants, he's forcing 2.3 million migrants out of Canada. And now he's trying to justify it.
Immigration. Let's talk about it.
Here's a fact check.
Historically, Canada's annual immigration plan just looked at permanent residents. The number of temporary students and workers that we admitted each year was left to the demands of the economy.
Actually, since at least 2008, Conservatives and Liberals have been bringing in more temporary migrants than permanent residents. This is an intentional shift to reduce people's rights and make migrants more exploitable.
A recently released UN investigation says Canada's temporary foreign worker program serves as a breeding ground for contemporary forms of slavery.
Far too many colleges and universities used international students to raise their bottom line because they could charge these students tens of thousands of dollars more for the same degree.
High tuition fees, restrictive work permits, and lack of access to permanent residency are federal and provincial policy choices that have allowed unfair treatment. These have been left untouched by these recent changes. The government is acknowledging exploitation, but punishing those being exploited. The Liberal plan will result in 2.3 million permits expiring in the next 2 years. They will worsen exploitation by making people desperate and even more susceptible to being preyed upon.
As a federal team, we could have acted quicker and turned off the taps faster.
Immigrants and migrants are not taps to be turned on and off. We are people with rights, families, dreams, and potential who are promised equal rights and fairness. Canada is uprooting millions of people who have built a life here.
This pause is going to give our economy and our communities the chance to catch up.
Migrants aren't a drain on the economy. They are adding to it and underwriting your public services that they pay into but cannot access. International students alone contributed $31 million to Canada's GDP in 2022. Migrants fill critical roles in healthcare, agriculture, and technology, forming the backbone of many sectors.
Our cap on international students is already bringing rental prices down in big cities, and as we keep that cap in place, rents will keep coming down.
International students and temporary foreign workers do not set rental prices or control housing supply. This is done by corporate landlords who renovate and jack up rents, provincial governments who eliminate rent control and don't invest in public housing, and a speculative housing market that makes buying a house impossible for most.
Some temporary residents may turn to our asylum system when their visa expires as a shortcut to stay in Canada.
Justin Trudeau is fueling dangerous stereotypes about migrants and asylum seekers. Seeking safety, stability, or opportunities is not a shortcut, it is a fundamental human right enshrined in international and Canadian law.
We're making the system work for Canadians and for newcomers, rather than for the big box stores, chain restaurants, immigration consultants, and sham colleges that exploit it.
If Justin Trudeau wants the system to work, here's what he should be doing. End the scapegoating of migrants. Acknowledge their critical contributions. Protect migrants already here from immigration cuts. Guarantee permanent resident status for all. Rein in those corporate interests that are profiteering off basic needs, and invest in housing, healthcare, and infrastructure for all residents of the country once and for all.